This shit is bigger than me. Give me my flowers while I can still breathe. I'm smelling the glory, I tasted defeat. Nothing feels better than chasing your dreams. Yeah. This shit is bigger than me. Give me my flowers while I can still...
Yo, check it out. Y'all know what time it is, right?
It's mega time.
And we are here today just to blow you away. But anyway, how's your workout week?
Pretty bad. I've been gone for 12 days now, so miserable, upsetting.
You actually
lonely.
You calculated
horrible.
12 days?
It's been like 3 weeks.
But how'd you get 12 days from 3 weeks?
You know what? I'm not here to do math with you.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying I've been gone for a minute and I want to go back. It's like I'm in this relationship that
you're always in a relationship with something.
I'm in a relationship with the gym, and it's like I just want my boo back, you know?
Gotcha.
I fucked up in this situation. Okay. I feel like I cheated on him and I just want him back. Anyways.
Yeah, cut that out.
How's your week been?
Always been great. Actually, I've been going off. You know what I do. You know what it is.
If you want to brag,
I'm not bragging. No. This is not a bragging moment.
You're a Virgo. You're bragging.
This is really what I do. I mean, it's what I do. It's who I am.
You can't just be miserable with me today for this podcast?
No.
Soak in the misery with me?
I am not your company. You're in my company. Yeah, I got you.
That was a good one.
It was, but don't worry about it.
But it's because I'm sick. I'm a little delayed, but it's all right.
Don't worry about it.
I'll be back.
No echoes. But anyway, yeah, so.
You know where this is stemming from, guys? Let me tell you. I have been carrying the show with this humor for the past 2 episodes.
No.
And he's trying to redeem himself right now because I'm really sick and I don't appreciate you.
You know, when comedians are sick, they really don't care if they're sick or not, if they're going to have really good jokes or whatever they say.
Dave Chappelle was gone for like 5 years. He was in Africa. What are you talking about?
We're not going to talk about...
Emotionally sick.
No, that was deeper than what you know. Let's leave that alone.
No, I know because I did my research on that. So don't assume.
Don't leave that alone. He wasn't sick.
Don't assume.
I ain't assuming. I'm telling you.
I did my research. I know he was emotionally going through something. That's emotionally sick. It's all right.
5 years? No.
Okay.
Let's be clear. No, that wasn't it. It was deeper than that. But anyway,
all right.
Let's get with the sickness.
Well, I'm excited today because we have an extraordinary guest today.
True that.
He is one of Moval's greatest.
True that.
Right? At least top 5. If we want to be
humble.
I'm
going to be honest. No.
If we want to be humble. Hold on, time out. The Lord told us to be humble.
Stop. Stop with that.
Okay.
We got wrecked for that last time.
No, you got wrecked for that.
Nah, we got wrecked because of that. But I'm gonna talk to you about that later.
Okay.
But yes, I'm not gonna say top 5. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because there's only one guy in the city that actually has 3.
Exactly.
So we're gonna give that a number 1.
Well, in our hearts, he's always gonna be number 1.
True that. But again, if we're gonna go down the stat line,
yes, statistically speaking, he is number 1 in Moval.
Yeah, facts.
Mr. NFL himself.
Yep.
Who is it?
Kenjon Barner. You know what I'm saying? So
yay.
We're gonna get into that. So we get some hand claps on that over there. I know we got a little. Can we get a hand clap? Where's it at? It's somewhere. No, bro.
No, bro. You gotta give the hand clap.
There we go. Hell yeah. So, yes, definitely Kenjon Barner. He's in the house today.
Yes, he is.
That's what this seat is for. We're bringing y'all special guests, and we're about to get into some craziness on It's Mega Time, and it's time. So let's go.
Barner going up the middle. Barner gets into Carolina territory and dives for the touchdown.
Hi.
What's the deal?
Welcome to our podcast.
I like it. I love it.
I remember talking to you about this, talking to your brother about this a while ago and having you as a guest. And this was maybe 6 months ago. Can you believe you're here now?
I can believe it. I'm here.
Manifesting.
Manifestation is a real thing, okay?
It really is.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start off with a couple questions.
Sock it to me.
The most important question I have of today is, what was it like growing up with Mr. Mega?
Oh my God.
What was it like growing up with this guy?
That's my first question.
Hey, hold on.
I want you to be completely honest. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Scared of what?
Hey,
of your older brother.
The rock star Hey,
Listen.
Don't be worried. I am here to protect you.
You here to protect
his
you?
brother,
I will protect
his
You
brother
on the
was
wrong side to be protecting anybody. You on
What?
that side. What protection you gonna do? He
Don't
right
worry,
here.
I'm fast. I got you.
Hey, man.
I'm quick.
What was it like? It was interesting to say the least.
I need details.
Oh,
we
you
need details.
Huh?
Family story time, huh?
Yeah.
Run it up.
Man, so it was a lot of fun. It was dramatic. It was chaotic.
Ooh.
Whole lot of laughter.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
You know, he got I don't know if you know, he got a real bad temper.
Oh, I think the world knows.
No, I don't think the world really knows.
Oh, okay. Well, help us understand.
So I'll tell you guys where it stemmed from. It stemmed from playing in the front yard.
Mm,
We be playing basketball, right?
right.
He could shoot. He's not that good though.
I know. Look
Wait,
how
what?
big he is.
You could shoot. I
He
gave
could-
you a credit. You can shoot the rock. That's about it.
That's about it.
And I can play defense, bro.
He's one of those guys. That's how you know you're
That's
not a good basketball
exactly.
player.
When
you play ball?
Is it,
Yeah, I
is
lock
it a
somebody
Dray,
up.
Dray,
Sure.
Is it a Draymond Green situation?
Right.
Where he's
Nah.
hitting people?
Nah, I won't do him like that.
Okay.
He can shoot the rock. He can
Okay.
really shoot the rock. But when Martell would lose, he would break furniture. He would-
Furniture?
Am I lying?
Nah, I
Am I
probably broke a
lying?
chair or two.
I'm talking
Right, for
about
sure.
What a sore
kick
loser.
holes in chairs, plastic little lawn chairs, plastic chairs, sitting at the picnic barbecue, chill. We couldn't have any of those because he would break them when he lost.
I thought it was because he sat on them, but no, he's
Nah,
breaking. Okay.
He wasn't always this thick.
Hey,
Oh,
bro, don't
thank-
ever tell me that, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Hey.
you. Thank you. It's all
He
right.
playing. He
It's all
playing.
right. It's all right to be thick.
Hey, nah.
Yes.
Nah.
I get you. I get it.
Told you.
Was it too far?
Yeah, he thick, but we ain't gotta
Nah.
keep going there.
Nah.
You said it first. I
No,
didn't.
you said
Hey,
it
for
first.
one, hold on.
Okay.
Listen. You want to tell them about your frame when you was a small child?
I was skinny.
No, tell them about your frame.
What about
You was one of them. You was one of them kids we was seeing them commercials about. You want to talk about? You want to talk about frames?
In
Third
the
world
arms
third world
of
country?
the-
Yeah, he was. He was one of them kids.
I was
So
skinny. You could see every rib. You
Look.
could see. You could see my
like he was
heartbeat.
malnourished.
Would you not? Was
Yeah.
you not hungry?
Nah, I was eating good.
Then were
I-
you not
I-
hungry though?
No, I was very hungry.
Because I know your parents fed you good,
Oh,
but
we
did
ate.
you just
No,
not want to
no,
eat
we
it?
I ate great and I ate a lot.
So what
Just couldn't
happened?
gain
I
weight.
had my mama and my daddy jeans.
Hmm.
My daddy was a
I will
Listen.
say, your mom is freaking gorgeous.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And your dad is handsome as hell.
Handsome.
So definitely believe that the genes gave you
Yeah.
that extremely.
You see this
thin
black gold? Huh?
Well, I'm shining, so
Huh?
it's like I feel like I'm helping
Where's my
you.
camera?
Hey, is that one right there, bro?
Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, both my parents were skinny. My mom was $105.
Yeah.
My dad was $115.
Damn.
Hey, don't do him like that, bro.
Daddy was skinny.
Hey, he told me he was 145 actually the other day.
It's skinny.
Right now?
That's great.
No,
Nah, back
no,
then.
no.
Okay,
Back
I'm like,
then.
he
He was like
doesn't look
145. I
145
said,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And he used to beat on all them people.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going there. I'm not going I don't know what you're
We're not-
talking
yeah.
about.
we're not trying to call the feds on
we just
nobody.
nah, bro. We just
No,
talking.
yeah,
you know
we
what I
just
mean?
talking.
We just
But
talking.
back to him.
Yes.
He was aggressive.
hmm So the same, basically.
Exactly. The man you see before you was the child I grew up with.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on. There's
What?
that's some maturity levels. Come on now.
No,
Don't do that.
come on now. Yes, mature. Yes, you've
Hey,
matured.
man,
Absolutely.
hey.
He's grown. Don't get
Right.
Okay, so let me say this. He's grown
hmm
tremendously.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of my brother. I really am. But nonetheless, this is who I grew up with.
Yeah.
It's just a more mature version. Aggressive,
Yeah.
violent.
What?
You weren't?
Jeez, bro.
You weren't?
We're here to speak the truth,
weren't?
sir.
Hey, go ahead. Speak the truth.
Okay,
This is the
let's-
podcast of truth.
Truth.
He
Say it again. Truth, Ruth.
Truth.
Listen.
All right. I get a little lisp every now and then, all right?
I know. I hear it.
Okay. Yeah, but all that.
Okay. We're talking about you, though. So go
Hey.
ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, just everything that you see right now. He, was protective, was goofy. At one point in time, he thought he was Nelly.
I
Going
totally.
down, baby.
Hey,
Your street around
I
the
believe
street.
that.
Sammy, you didn't
Sammy.
wear the Band-Aids?
Is that
Sammy.
why you got the scar on your face?
Listen,
No,
he wore
hold
the
on.
Band-Aids and everything.
I believe it.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
Find it.
I believe
I'll
it.
wait.
I'm gonna send you a picture.
Find it.
Did you see
he
that-
got the
that-
hat with the
yeah,
draw with the
yeah.
boxers showing?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
Nah, bro.
He thought he was Nelly.
I
No, he
believe
thought
it.
he was Sammy.
I did.
We gotta get pictures of both.
We gonna pull up receipts on this one because I ain't never had a Band-Aid ever. And no, by the way, that didn't come from that. So, but no, never. Yeah. He really was Sammy though, for sure.
Well, I looked like him when I was young.
So how growing up with him, how did it help you become who you are today?
I had freedom. I had freedom to do whatever. I had freedom to make mistakes. Yeah. I had brothers to look up to, but I got the chance to grow and evolve with him as my brother. Yeah. Him and Keandre. It wasn't nothing that I couldn't do. It wasn't nothing that I was scared to do. It was nothing that I was scared to say. Yeah. So,
is it because you knew you had your brothers behind you?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. I knew when I stepped, they stepped.
Yep.
It didn't matter what it was. Still to this day, it don't matter.
Yeah,
I
believe that.
You see one, you see the other.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. Just now I've matured.
Yeah.
And coming to my own. So,
right. You're grown as a man.
Absolutely.
I've noticed that since I met him, the way that he speaks about his brothers, especially you, well, all of it, there's no favorites that I know of. Exactly. But I will say the way he speaks about you guys all, is of like pure love.
That's it.
And just full on like admiration of his brothers.
I was just about to say that, love and admiration.
And it's so beautiful to see that because it's really rare to see a man show that vulnerability over his family, you know?
Yeah.
And so I mean, I think it's great.
That's speaking to that, but we're all we had growing up.
Yeah.
We didn't have no family out here.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
We didn't have anybody. It was just us. So we did everything together. We went everywhere together. Whatever it was, we were always together.
Even got our ass whooped together.
One band, one sounding now.
Man, what?
Good.
We lined up.
Miss a line on that
It's
one.
whooping time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Line up.
Yeah.
We lining up together. He jumping in line to go first.
I will go first.
He wanted the shortest one.
You know what? Because I knew that was the shortest whooping.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I always go first for everything.
Hey, man, just take it. And then I know that. And
it was just take it, huh?
Exactly.
Just take it. Take it easy.
You're talking about a whooping, bro.
Take it easy.
See, but when I say pause, you say I can't say that.
I don't say it because I don't believe in that personally, because I'm a grown man. That's just me, though.
But your brother comes and he says, and you don't correct his
I'm
ass.
his brother.
This is my...
You know what?
And I'm the youngest.
You know what?
I get away with everything.
A woman can't. I don't feel like women can really say pause though.
Well, first of all,
I don't know because there's certain things like
Ashley pauses me all the time.
Oh, she pauses you
all the time.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You good?
I just don't. You know, certain things I just don't do. I don't really care for it. Like
exactly, that's you though. Not everybody's.
I didn't say you can't do it. I'm just saying for me personally, I don't really take like when people say when people say no homo. For them, like, bro, I'm a grown man. I'm not. Come on, bro. Like, I don't play around like that.
I'm grown too.
Yeah.
I just don't get down like that.
But pause.
See, I knew it was gonna be good having you on this podcast. I felt like I have somebody to back me up a little bit.
Oh my God,
this man right here.
What?
He's a bully.
This goes to my next question.
Okay, next question.
Well, you can still answer the first question if you want to, but I'm over talking about him. But the next question is, maybe it's just me, but have you ever just looked at him and just wanted to punch him in the face for no reason? Let's both look at him real quick.
Be clear.
This where you implement the crickets.
Yeah, you gotta hit those crickets.
Absolutely.
Right.
We're brothers.
Exactly. I'm not even his brother. I'm a sister, but it's
sure.
like
you train with him, so I understand completely.
Oh yeah, man.
Has he ever told you about our training session?
Yeah.
Oh. They don't go well.
No, they don't.
No, we argue.
Yeah.
We go back and forth.
Why is that?
Because he's extra. I'm not trying to be Mr. Olympia.
This guy.
I'm not trying to be strongman.
No.
And in my mind, I'm not doing all of that.
Yeah.
I don't need that. And he do it. No. Do it. No. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, so we don't work well together.
So no working out together as brothers.
Nah.
We do from time to time.
Yeah.
It's not always like that, but
I'll tell you a crazy thing though. Look, so just piggybacking off it. I remember when you came home, I think it was 2015. And to my other brother, and it was me, you, and Ronald working out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they whooped me on core. Right?
Absolutely.
They whooped me on core because Ronald was fresh out of college.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would do sit-ups and stuff like that. And he was home for it was
off season.
Off season.
If I was out here, it's for sure
off season. And I remember that summer. I was doing the whole training session, but when it came to court time, they was running it. And I remember they whooping me, bro. I'm like, hold up, dog. And so we have this competitive nature within all of us. Like
Right.
every last one of us.
Everyone.
And I got so mad. I was like, bro, hold up. Like, nah, I can't have this. So when they left, I made sure my core was on point so they could never, ever do that to me ever again.
Can I tell it like it really was?
Bro, they would.
He would tap out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tap out. I just certain stuff I wouldn't do.
Why?
What does that sound like?
Tapping out.
Okay.
Nah.
What would you tell me when I was working out with you and I didn't want to do something you wanted me to do? You would say I was quitting.
Hold on.
No, Mr. Mega. Don't do that shit.
Nah, you always trying to do that. Now you being extra.
Let me explain. Go ahead. Let me see. Go ahead.
There's some. So for instance, like if certain things I'm just not doing, I'm just not gonna do it. Like their body function for me is two different types. My body type is totally different from theirs. So my body don't move in that position.
Right.
So if my body's not moving right in that position, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
That's even now by myself when I'm in the gym. So nah, bro, you would quit.
So you're
sit on that.
I'm not a quitter.
I didn't say you were a quitter. I said you would quit in certain things because
my body wouldn't move in that position.
You were squatting. No. She was squatting. No, here we go. She's squatting, right? She's squatting, right?
What did I tell you about my squat at that time? I said I was honest. My hips were too tight.
Why are you arguing with me about this?
I'm not arguing. I'm saying facts. I said my hip flexors were too tight.
Facts.
I said I was bigger than what I normally am, so I can't go that deep. I was honest.
So here, let me give you a rundown because I was training you, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you from my perspective because I was training you. So therefore, what I was talking about was when you hit that ball and you was doing reps, right? Mm-hmm. Boom, sit. That means if you can do multiple, you can do more. Is what I'm saying.
That took time though. I'm talking about the beginning.
Bro, in the beginning, I wouldn't even have you do stuff.
Y'all sound like a married couple.
She be trying to be like, bro.
Y'all sound like a married couple.
She be really trying to come at me like,
sister argument.
She be really trying to put me on
all day.
I be really over here calm, but she be trying to sneak it in. She be really trying to. She really tries to, but it don't work. But it don't matter.
You came in hot today. What is going on? It's because you're here.
No, he needs that.
No, I ain't come in hot today.
You need that.
Nah,
you absolutely need.
It's gonna keep me on edge.
No, you need. Yeah, exactly. You need somebody like her.
But look,
everybody needs somebody like
you. You need a mid. I'm calm.
You can't give everybody a compliment.
That's what I'm saying. So I gotta put her in her place sometimes because she
no,
goes.
You ain't gotta put me in no place.
I do.
No, sir.
You do.
That sound like fighting.
No, sir.
Look, she just has to be this all the time. That's what it has to be for her.
Because it makes her feel that.
No,
thank you.
Calm it down. Calm it down.
That. Everybody, I am that.
So what are we doing anyway?
All right. So back.
She likes to be competitive on camera. Here we go. Let's run it again.
On camera, outside of camera, in the ring. Outside
it don't work
the
for
ring.
me though.
Yeah.
Wherever.
It doesn't work for me though. You know that, right?
Martell.
It doesn't work for me.
What is going on?
It doesn't work for me. I'm just
You guys don't be worried. We are not canceling the podcast. This is just a normal day, okay?
Again, I'm just saying. So let's go. Run that question up.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
So awkward.
Y'all good? Y'all got that out the way?
Yeah, I know, right? All right, back to you. All right. So my question to you is when you were growing up, did you play a bunch of sports or was it just always football for you? What was your passion growing up?
My passion was basketball. I was a basketball player before I was anything.
Really?
Absolutely.
But you're not that tall.
Oh, but I was that cold.
You sound like me.
Yeah. No, but I was really him.
Yeah.
Everybody in the city know about me in basketball.
I never knew. Why did I'm not a basketball
I was a real
person.
Hooper. A real hooper.
So then what transpired to football?
Well, I always wanted to play ball. I always wanted to play football. I was playing in the front yard with my brothers. They would sneak me up to the park. I go play with them, all the older kids. But my neighbor, rest in peace, Janae Eddington, her kids played Junior All-American at the time with the 49ers out here.
Okay.
She used to beg my mom, can he let him play football? Let him play football. He's really good. He's going to be good. And my mom finally was like, okay, I'll let him play one time. So I was probably like, 10, 11? Something like that. And she finally let me play. But I played receiver, but I was good. I played receiver and safety. I was good. And then I didn't play again until high school, but I always had love for the game of football. But basketball was and is still my love.
No way.
Absolutely.
So if you got drafted by the Lakers today, you would be the happiest person in the world?
Nah, they're not that great. I love the Lakers, but nah.
Any NBA basketball team. Okay, who's your basketball team?
I grew up a Laker fan.
Okay, so
yeah. But I'm not.
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Any basketball team?
Feels how I feel about them.
Any except the Clippers.
Okay.
We don't do the Clipper. Ain't no Clipper gang over
What's
here.
wrong with the Clippers?
Everything.
Wait,
Hold on. We got Westbrook right now.
Celtics either.
Yeah, we can't do Celtics neither.
What's wrong? Westbrook's on the Clippers right now. I love Westbrook.
I love Westbrook. I love Kawhi. I got love for Kawhi.
He's from here,
Me
right?
and Kawhi play ball together.
Yeah.
Yeah, AAU ball.
So what's wrong with the Clippers?
They're the Clippers.
The Clippers. You don't do that. See, she's a cowgirl fan, so she don't really know how that works.
You know what? It's starting to make sense.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm not a Laker fan. Never been a Laker fan. I love Kobe though, but I'm not a Laker fan.
You're
what?
Cow.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, let's run this.
We can say it out loud. I am a Cowboy fan.
Cowgirl fan.
Cowboy fan. But I am not a delusional Cowboy fan. I am very realistic about my team and how they did and where they didn't go this year.
Okay, I know y'all got questions, but I got a question for you. Did you think this was y'all year?
No.
At no point.
Did I think it was
at
my
no
year?
point in time in the
Never.
season? Okay, I can dig that.
Never.
I can dig that.
I don't necessarily think so. We had a conversation, but me and her, we always talk smack. So it's like
I can respect that.
Never did I ever think we were.
No,
gonna
you
go
know
to
what?
Super
Out
Bowl.
of all of the ones that are Cowboy fans that are around me, and I got a few of y'all, like, and even just close homies, like even Spike's. You know what I'm saying? He's a Cowboy fan.
I didn't even know Spike was a Cowboy fan.
No,
He's delusional though.
Is
no,
he
he's not
delusional?
actually.
He's not?
Nah,
How come when he talks to me, he's delusional?
because he should be talking at you
I know.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
because-
I love Spike though.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
my
Isn't
dog.
he the
I love
greatest?
Spike.
Spike is one of my favorite people in the world.
One of them.
Yeah,
Good.
he's one of them.
He's one of those you really need in your corner. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Man,
Hey, that's
shout out to Spike.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Spike.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dog. But no, he's not one of them. But you know, there's a few, and they know who because they be watching. So I'm gonna point.
Oh,
to the
I know
camera.
exactly who you're
Hey,
talking
but
about.
look, they still my partners too, though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But nah, she not like them. So
Okay.
nah,
No.
she not delusional.
I'm realistic.
Okay.
I'm
She
really. I'm
realistic.
very
Okay.
understanding that we're probably not going to make it to the Super Bowl with who we got right now, and
Ever.
especially the owner that we have right now. And
Hmm.
it's okay.
Oh,
But I don't. I want to stay off the Cowboy topic because I have questions
Okay,
about
come on.
that.
Okay, come on, let's go.
All right. So back to your childhood, right? So you played basketball,
Mhm.
and then eventually in high school you played football.
And then play football and baseball.
You played baseball too.
That's true. You did. I forgot about that.
Yes,
You know
I
what? You
did.
do look like a baseball player, though.
I was hanging out in center field. Don't put me in the infield. I want no part of that.
Really,
That
my
ball-
son is a right fielder.
Okay. we
Wait,
would've got
actually, no, left fielder. Where the
Okay.
balls go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So play center field.
Okay, because you were able to move around.
Yeah,
I see you in center
always
field.
the fastest guy on the team.
Why not a shortstop though? That's actually a pretty good
I
position.
just,
for you.
What?
I just told you, them balls is coming
They
hot.
going
Yeah,
too
but
fast.
you're
man.
in football. You get hit.
It's different.
That,
It's completely
that
different.
ball.
I know I play softball. I know what that's like.
It's completely different. That's
Interesting.
what made
I
me
don't feel
quit
good.
baseball. I got hit 3 times in one game and never went back.
But you get hit by big ass men. And
It's
you,
not the same. It's not the same. That them big men aren't
Hey,
running.
can I kind of give you
80
like
miles an
something
hour.
we could compare it to?
Yeah.
Like, I would rather get punched than get a paper cut. It's like that. Like,
Okay.
Okay, he's different.
Right.
Don't punch me.
I know, right?
Because like a paper
cut.
here, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the paper cut, like it itches and then
It's gonna
it
burn.
burns and all that.
It's
And then
irritating.
so right, it's irritating. So
Yeah.
with that ball, right? Now you punch me, all right, cool. It linger for a second,
Yeah.
but then it's gone and it's done with.
Right.
That ball gonna stay there. That ball
Yeah.
stays there. It
Yeah.
stays there.
When I was in high school, I played catcher. Well, I played pitcher, first baseman, and then they tried me at catcher. And I don't know why they tried me. I've never played catcher a day in my life. And this day I was catching for the fastest pitcher on our team. And she literally chipped my shin with her fastball. I still have a hole in my shin.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's horrible. Yeah, definitely. So I understand where the baseball
Yeah.
hurt happens
Absolutely.
or whatever. But okay, so when did you decide to just focus on football?
That wasn't until, well, really, it wasn't at all. It was never, because I played basketball throughout high school. But I would say I made up in my mind that I was going to college for football, my senior year?
Junior. Because that's when you started getting letters. Like in the middle of your
But
year.
no, because even, when did I commit to Oregon?
Your senior year.
Senior year? Okay, so at the end of my senior year, at the end of basketball season, I had a couple D1 AAs in Nebraska looking at me for basketball. But I already committed to football. So I'm going to say it wasn't really until my senior year that
So
I said.
You were getting letters for both basketball and football.
I was good.
I know, but that's a hard decision to make in high
It
school.
wasn't.
Time out though. But you forgot to tell her that you won a CIF championship too.
Yeah, in basketball. Yeah, we won CIF.
And you still chose football.
Yeah. Here's why, and I don't think I've ever.
I need to know this.
I got a question to ask.
Let him answer.
Because I've never asked him this as with his brother either. But go ahead, finish answering this.
I don't think I've ever answered this or said this. The only reason I chose football is because football was new. I've been playing basketball my entire life. And so I was bored. I was bored of basketball to the point, I think it might have been my senior year, because I was playing AAU basketball all the way through. And so going into my senior year, I told my dad I didn't want to play basketball. I just wanted to focus on football. So it was definitely my senior year. Because
it was new to you.
It
was stimulating. It was something that was...
It was something that I wasn't used to. I'd only been playing football for 4 years.
Do you know how blessed you are to have that position to be in, to where you're getting letters from both sports, and you're able to choose like what is bringing you, like, that word is weird, but stimulation and mental stimulation, right? Like,
it was weird. And it's weird.
That's a blessing.
No, it's absolutely a blessing. But I was just bored of basketball.
So
that's crazy.
To that real quick, just 1 second. So I never asked you this. It's gonna bring a hectic or crazy memory.
Okay.
What went through your mind to make you switch that day that you just said, I'm gonna just switch, and that was just it? And you know what I'm talking about when you said, I'm not going to basketball practice. Like, what made you mentally?
I was like 11. I was 12.
Yeah, but
I was young.
You pretty much what he did was, my dad was like, I'm gonna go to the practice. He said, no, I'm not going. I don't want to go. I'm going to play in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
wow.
And never played football like that enough to say, I'm going to go and do that.
Fact.
So I never asked this question, but now this is time, so we can get it out there. What went through your mind that day where you, and then speaking to him, because you already know how he was about what we supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, bro, God.
Hey, man. All right. That works.
I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah, that works.
It couldn't have came from anywhere else, because I was 12 years old at the time.
Yeah.
I'm 34 now after a 10-year NFL career.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about football.
Right.
The only thing I knew was to watch it and play in the front yard with y'all.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have came from anywhere else. That's not something, again, growing up with who we grew up with.
Because the thing is, we were allowed, me and Key was allowed to do it, but you weren't allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So
that's that answer.
That makes sense then. Because that's the only way. Because I was like, I always thought about that. I said, man, like, I never understood how, like, what went through his head that day to just say that. And you know I got phone calls about that, right?
From Daddy?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and I was like, man.
He wasn't too happy.
Nah, he wasn't at all, bro. He
wasn't too happy.
And it was just like, you know what? I was just like, man, you know, and then I got the blame for it. A piece of the blame.
Well, y'all all
you need to talk to your brother. I said, all right.
But y'all all gotta take blame in that. You and Keandre.
Well, I mean, of course. I just said,
y'all showed me football.
Yeah, true enough. And so, but like I said, for me, it was like more like, you know what? At the end of the day, if he's doing this is what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm like that though. So like, I don't try and like, I try not to like, when you like, you know, when they would come to me about you doing something and they would tell me to talk to you, or even when they tell me to talk to Key or something, I'd be like, if y'all can't get, what you think I'm gonna change it?
But it's different. I mean, so speaking to that, like we going way off topic. We going in the family now.
No, but it's part of it.
Here's the thing about family dynamics. We hear mommy and daddy voice our entire lives, every single day. That's the authority in our life. We hear that every day. So we don't respond the same way we respond to each other, even still to this day. There's certain things that I can say to you that mommy and daddy can't say to you because you're not going to receive the same way. There's certain things that they can say to me that they can't, or you can say to me that they can't say to me because I'm not going to receive the same way.
True enough.
It's just that different dynamic within the family.
But I remember that at that time, it was just like, like at the time, that time frame was just crazy.
You know who he sent in there? He sent mommy.
Yeah.
He said mommy on me. And I went to basketball practice.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was stressing.
So, okay, so before I even knew who you were, before I started training with him, I was probably one of the biggest Oregon Ducks fan. Back when
Ducks.
Back when Jason, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, Fifi, whatever, was a quarterback.
Okay.
Back in 2002 or 2003. I used to faithfully watch his games.
Okay.
And I also was a big Gator fan because of Aaron Rodgers murdering people. But
What?
regardless,
Fuck.
was it? Is it? Oh no, Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez. My bad. But my bad. We took it left.
Wait.
Sorry, guys.
Don't.
Wait.
I'm trying to hold
That's
it.
why.
No, I didn't know at the time. I just liked him as a player, so I
But
would watch
once you
his
found
Gators.
out what he was about,
We didn't find out till he was a Patriot.
right? But then
I still like the Gators.
I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
Hey, just say Tim Tebow.
No, I didn't like him.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
bring some
Tim
light to the
Tebow.
situation.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, I mean, Gators were doing great that year, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were.
So I was a big Gator fan and I was a big Oregon Duck fan. And so when I found out that you played for the Ducks, I was like, what a small world this is.
Small world.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it was like, I love Oregon Ducks, okay? The color scheme, the way that they play, and the fact that you played there, like, I want to know everything. I want to know.
You want to know?
I want to know the training camp. I want to know how the school was. I want to know how many. Well, never mind. I don't want to know that, but I want to know. I want to know how you stayed so focused at such an amazing school.
I didn't. I'm gonna be completely honest and tell the truth.
Nah. Definitely did.
Well, you obviously did because you made it to the NFL, so you did something
enough
right.
for that.
So
enough to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I focused up later on in my career. I almost got kicked out of Oregon
Why?
my freshman year.
Because it was so amazing?
No, okay, so here's the thing, right? When you grow up the way that we did, once you get a taste of freedom, you don't really know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I get to college, I don't have nobody waking me up, making me go to school.
Yep.
And so I'm not saying this to brag. So to any kid that watches this, this is not me bragging. This is not me saying I'm happy that I did this. Where do you go to school? Maybe 140 some days out the year, something like that. I probably went to class my freshman year maybe 60, 70 times. Maybe altogether. I was majoring in basketball and Step Brothers.
I love that movie.
Oh, it was my favorite.
Right?
I could quote it line for line.
Right?
I was just watching it the other night. I could quote it line for line.
I love that movie.
But no, I'm just keeping it a buck. So when I first got there, I had opportunities. Again, I'm gonna talk to kids. I have a saying that I tell kids at any camp I talk to, anything that I talk to, I always say, don't let your talent get you somewhere that your character can't keep you.
There you go.
My character kept me at
Put that
Oregon.
on a shirt.
Absolutely, I should.
Yes.
But my character kept me at Oregon during my freshman year. Going into my spring term, I had like a 0.9 GPA. I had 3 take-home finals.
Sir.
Yeah,
0.9.
It was bad. I had 3 take-home finals. I left and I came to California and I didn't do my finals. My academic advisor called my dad while I was training up at the Home Depot Center. Shout out to Zach. That was my trainer at the time. And he told my dad what was going on. I felt like I was in high school again.
Yeah.
But again, because of who I was as a person, my academic advisor cared for me more than just a jersey number and reached out to my dad. They don't do that in college.
No, they don't.
And so they called me, got to do your finals. I'm emailing my teachers. I'm on the phone with my teachers. And every one of my teachers told me, if you weren't the kid that you are, we wouldn't let you make these finals.
Exactly.
So because I was a good kid and they knew me, they let me make this up. And so I made it through my freshman year, thank God.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what life would look like had that had happened. I couldn't imagine having to come back and get a job at, whatever it was going to be. I couldn't imagine that. So I didn't.
And you have so many of those stories from Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
No, I personally know friends from high school that could have been NFL status, but they didn't make it and they came back.
I know plenty.
We know plenty. Yeah. Moreno Valley's not that big. So the stories are out there.
Yeah. So
unfortunately. But
I wasn't focused. Luckily I had people that cared for me, like Chris Young, my academic advisor, that stayed on me. And even my group of friends, Trevor, Andrew, Tufa, Salih, Bishop, all these guys that I was surrounded by, and they kept me grounded. Yeah.
Like, even friends can be mentors.
Absolutely. So
I feel like your brother has been a mentor in my life. And when I first met him, now we're more of. I feel like I'm mentoring him a little bit, but it's,
ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's all right.
Sometimes roads are
you don't know.
Sometimes the student becomes the teacher.
Right?
Vanessa.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to have a
Hey,
mentor.
hold on. Can I have this conversation with her real
Let
quick?
me-
Yeah, slide back.
I digress.
When things go down the rabbit hole, who gets the calls and who gets told what?
Sir, it goes both ways.
Hey, again, I asked you a simple question. You making it complex. So
As my friend, I should feel comfortable enough to call you.
We have conversations for sure.
Yeah.
And we give advice to each other for sure.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that, like that conversation that's really needed a lot of times, hey man, I'm there for you, dog.
I got a question.
And I'm there for you.
I got a
for sure.
question. I got a question.
Talk to me.
Does she help you through stuff?
I don't think. Well, you know how I am. That's a tough one for me to say.
So, does she give you advice? In conversations, do you take things from the conversation that eventually help you? Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, but I never said no. What I'm saying is I'm talking about the more situations. Me and her know what we talking about. You wouldn't know because you never, he doesn't know.
That's fine, but that's a friendship.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not, but you said mentoring, so mentoring is a little bit
as
different.
friends mentor each other all the time.
It's a two-way street.
I'm not
you as his brother have mentored him. Him as your little brother has mentored you.
I get all of that. I understand that. But we talking about something totally different. Well, I'm talking about something totally different.
Why is he so complicated?
Today? I'm just being me today.
You know, one of my favorite songs growing up was "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne.
That is such a good
song.
Hey,
but I'm always like this though. There's nothing new about me. Yeah. I'm always like this. You can ask him. Like I'm like
this.
We
love you the way you are.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be that because I'm gonna make you. I'm one of those people that's gonna make you really have to like.
Martell, we love you the way you are.
Martell's difficult.
Very.
He's
I'll
difficult.
tell you that.
Martell's
but
difficult.
Everybody needs somebody like him in their corner. You know why?
Yeah.
Because he, like I said, when I first met him, he really, really, really like broke me.
He don't care about your feelings.
No.
He don't care about your feelings.
But I needed somebody to not care about my feelings because I was so wrapped up in my feelings.
You don't go to him if you want to be coddled.
No.
Yeah.
And what did I told him when I first met him, I was like, I need somebody that's not gonna baby me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when people see, when you go to a trainer and you're like, hey, I want to get fit, they're like, oh yeah, sure, do this, do that. They're like babying you, I need somebody to be, I need a drill sergeant to be in my face because when I was boxing, that's what I had. I didn't have trainers that were like, oh yeah, just go punch your bag, do this. And no.
So you got them hands.
Always.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
So back when I was boxing, I had that. So if I was going to get a trainer, it had to be similar to that. Otherwise, I wouldn't respect you.
Yeah.
And so that's where he came into play.
Yeah.
But
like, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. So, I mean, just to go back off of what he said right now, it's like, no, I don't really care for feelings. I care about the person. I just don't care about the feelings.
Yeah. No, you are a caring person.
I don't care about the person, but like if in conversation, when somebody asks me something, I'm definitely just more like this.
He's a wall.
Yeah.
Like.
He's a wall.
And, but I'm very caring.
Caring.
I love you, dog.
No.
I love you.
He's a wall, yeah.
But it's like, I'm going to be honest with you. And then I'm going to tell you like, yo, like, why are you this or why are you acting like that? Like, tighten up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the end of the world.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about my first little heartbreak that I had recently, right? I was so sad. I was literally like, did not get out of my house for like 3-4 weeks.
Oh no.
This man calls me and was like, get your ass up and go to the gym.
Yeah.
But I did. I got up and I went to the gym, but I cried the whole way there.
A whole lot of things.
And I cried the whole way back. But it's like, he's like, you nobody care about your feelings right now.
That's the type of friend you need. So I'm the same way to a lot of my friends. Mm-hmm. Don't call me thinking you're gonna get softness over. I'm about to give you that real.
Exactly.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that though. We didn't have that. Like, we didn't have that in, like, growing up.
Have what?
Like that. It's okay.
No.
Nah, dog.
Nothing soft about
rough.
But as men, isn't it, you guys have kids. So, like, don't you feel like you don't want to be that way to your children?
Balance.
But for me, our upbringing was the same, but it was different.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you're the baby.
Exactly. So fact.
No, true.
I'm the last of the breed. So I got a more evolved father than what they grew up with. So to what you just said,
more emotionally
but
available?
he still wasn't kinda. Kinda. To what you just said, going through life and maturing and going through different experiences and meeting different people when it comes to my child, I absolutely want my child to be in touch with his emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's worth crying, I want you to cry.
Yeah. That's what I tell my son.
Yeah. It doesn't make you soft to shed tears. If anything, it shows how strong you are to be in tune with your emotions. So yeah, I know we just went off topic, but
I know. I kind of messed up because I used to tell my son that it wasn't okay to cry. Maybe when he was like 3 or 4 or 5-ish. I was really tough on him because I felt, we talked about this on the last episode, but now as I'm realizing that a man needs to be emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've helped him develop that skill. So now when he has emotions, he's actually very intelligent. You met my son before.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's very intelligent. He'll come to me and say, you know what, I'm emotionally, I don't feel like you're being vulnerable right now. He'll tell me that. Yeah. And so that's when I have to check myself and like, okay, I remember that growing up, I wasn't allowed to show emotions. So then I have to snap out of it and like realize that. And first of all, I'm his mom. So I have to be extra careful with that, right? Because I don't want him to like fall for a woman that's too tough.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that somebody asked me a question a long time ago and said, if my son married somebody like me, would I be happy? And
that's a dangerous question.
And I said no. Because of how rough I was, because of how like angry I felt, because of how, and then that's when I started to change internally and really like,
that's real,
being soft and like more feminine. And, you know, because growing up as being a single mom, you built this like tough wall. I know we're going way off topic, but you know, therapy session right here. But just speaking onto the emotional aspect of us being there for our kids.
I'll say this and then we can do what you're going to do. But I tell me and my boys, 2 of my boys just had daughters.
Okay.
And shout out to Willie, shout out to Jonathan. We were in a text message and Willie, he got a hard exterior. He's a hard dude, lived a different life. But my text message to him was, you will be the first man that your daughter ever falls in love with. What you do, how you act, how you treat her mom, how you treat her, that's what she will grow to accept from a man. Same thing for a woman. You are the first woman that your son will fall in love with. So what you show him, what you teach him from a woman's standpoint, that's what he'll expect from a woman. So
that right there, when I heard that scared the shit out of me. Excuse my language.
Yeah, all right.
All right. But all right. So off to a different question.
Okay.
And I don't think we talked enough about my organ, but it's all right. We'll talk about that off camera.
Okay.
Because I love Go Ducks. I love the Ducks.
Go Duck.
And I also go Gators because I do love the Gators still.
2 teams.
I just got some Dunks that are Gator killers. I'm so happy.
Probably trash.
They're beautiful.
Probably awful.
It's all right.
I'm gonna be honest.
Shout out to the Ducks though, because we're gonna go visit the campus March 18th, and my son is super excited about that.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, we do this every year.
Where are you going? March 18th?
March 18th.
Why don't you wait and go to the spring game?
That's what I told her.
Well, because it's spring break is that time.
Okay. What better way to spend a couple of days out of his spring break than at the University of Oregon?
That's what I'm saying. His spring break is from March 18th to Friday, so that whole week we're going to be there.
Wait.
I don't even know what, I tried to look at what.
The spring game is on the 27th.
I'm going to be in Arizona at the time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
We can edit this out. We don't need
this.
Yeah, I would take him though. But yeah, so. All right, so back to what everybody's probably wondering, and I think that will be the biggest question that you always get is, how was it going from college ball to the NFL? I'm pretty sure you get this question all the time.
I don't actually.
Oh, okay. Better than Ricky Lake.
I get it from athletes, but athletes are expecting a different answer.
Is it because I'm a girl? It's not really expected for me to ask you this?
Whoa. Nothing about me is sexist, people.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
I'm joking. But most people don't ask that. They just, what was it like doing this? What was it like doing that? So to actually go from college to the NFL, it took some adjusting.
Right.
It took some adjusting in every aspect, though, not just football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're coming into a world where access is different. You're coming into a world where money's different. You're coming into a world where your reach is different and who's around you. You're like, your whole world is changing when you get to this NFL level. But for me, excuse me, the actual game, it took me a while to figure out how to play at that level. And again, my path and what I was able to do and how I was able to do it isn't typical for your typical.
Right.
The NFL is a right now business.
Right.
It's I need it now.
Yep.
And you better do it now. If not, we moving on.
Yeah.
I got into the league and literally I sat for about 3 or 4 years. People don't get that opportunity.
No.
But when you look at the rooms that I went into a room when I got drafted to Carolina, D'Angelo Williams,
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart,
Yep.
Mike Tolbert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna get in a little bit,
Yeah.
but they're leaning on these guys.
Yeah.
They're proven. So then I go from there. I go to Philly. I'm in a room with Shady McCoy,
Yep.
one of the greatest running backs to ever touch a ball, in my opinion.
But aren't you learning from all of these
Exactly,
people?
I'm learning, but
Yeah.
guys don't get that. They
And
don't.
they
They
don't.
don't get that. They don't get that chance.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's not playing. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
So I literally got to sit for about 3-4 years up under Darren Sproles, Shady McCoy,
Yeah.
Jonathan Stewart, and these guys, and learn how to play this game.
Yeah.
Learn how to become a pro.
Right.
So that transition was hard because in college, I'm accustomed. Okay, I can get to the outside whenever I want to.
Yeah.
I'm one of the fastest guys on the field. Everybody's fast.
Everybody.
I had a D lineman in Carolina, Greg Hardy.
How do you remember all these names?
These guys that I play with.
I know, but I went to school with a lot of people. I don't remember half of their names.
But that's
Yeah.
notable.
I remember
though.
their face.
Yeah.
You see these guys every Sunday.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
Not only that, you're with them.
You're with them all-
You're
oh,
every
you
single-
practice
with
you're
them, yeah.
every single day.
They
So,
become your
like,
brothers.
you got a guy like Greg Hardy who plays defensive end. He's 6'5", 6'6", 300 pounds. If I split out wide at receiver, he's
Right.
coming out there with me.
Yeah.
I run a go route. Greg Hardy's maybe 3 yards behind me, 4 yards behind me at 300 pounds. So the speed of the game is drastically
A
different.
300-pound
Greg-
man
Greg-
is running as fast as your little ass.
Greg was on my heels. I kid you not. I remember that more than anything. I look back like, why is this man still this close to me?
What did that? So how did you advance in your training for that? How do you get better? Like if you've already maxed out your body to the fullest
I
potential. Oh,
I hadn't. I was fresh out of college.
Yeah.
I was good, but my everything elevated over
Yeah.
time through the NFL.
Right.
Like you learn these things again. I'm around real pros, Darren
Right.
Sproles, and so I'm learning. I'm picking up on, okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to do.
Yeah.
And so you begin to elevate,
Evolve
and
your whole process.
and
Yeah.
elevate and change. So yeah, but it was difficult. I would never sit here and tell you that it was easy. Nah, it was hard.
But people need to hear that,
Yeah, it was
especially kids.
Yeah, it was a lot of. There's some guys who transition immediately.
Right.
Not for me. I wasn't one of those guys. I had to learn to play the game at the NFL level. I had to learn to really watch film and study film.
Yeah.
Because you're playing against a guy like Luke Kuechly,
Yeah.
who's calling your play out before the quarterback is snapping the ball.
Damn.
I was playing in Philly. We're playing Carolina. We line up. As soon as we line up, he's calling our play out. I look at Carson Wentz like, change the play.
Yeah.
Change the play. He looked at me. I'm sorry.
I got a question, bro. I got a question. I never asked you this either. Hey, I know mine, but I never asked you this. Who's your favorite athlete and why?
Favorite athlete?
Yeah.
You talking about
your
any
athlete,
sport?
Any sport, doesn't matter. And why?
Ooh.
I've never asked you, like...
You've never asked me
I've
that.
never asked you this.
And I don't think anybody has ever asked me that.
This is why this is the greatest podcast.
Yeah.
True enough.
Who is my
Two
favorite
smart ass
athlete?
individuals.
Might be slow today.
My favorite athlete. Man, that's tough.
Go ahead.
That's tough right there.
Yeah?
Good question. That's
Hit you with one?
That's a good question, bro.
And the reason why I asked this question is because you're around a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously you
that's
love
crazy.
a few sports, like, for instance, like, most people for me would think it would be a football player or a boxer. For me, it's
Yeah.
not at all.
Nah, and honestly, I would I gotta go Kobe.
Yeah.
I gotta
That's
go
mine.
Kobe.
My favorite athlete ever.
Just
All time.
Just everything that he overcame, his rise, his fall, his rise again, how he dominated the basketball court, the fashion. Kobe wasn't the biggest guy on the court. Kobe was 6'6".
He was the
You
work
know what I'm
ethic.
saying? His work
Man.
ethic.
Yeah.
His work ethic, but not only that, what Kobe transitioned to after he retired from the game.
Yeah.
What athlete do you know is retiring and going on to win an Emmy? Like, come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
So I gotta say Kobe. Gotta say
He won
Kobe.
an Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar. I said
Oscar,
Emmy.
Oscar.
My fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
It
won
was
an
Oscar.
Yeah.
And that's mine too. for the same reasons. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just would remember seeing him play, like, and then like he would just turn something on, bro, and he'd be like
Mamba mentality.
It was something I would just see, like this dude like just turn something on, and I'd be like, dog. So even after sports or whatever I played or whatever I done, and me just working out, I get in the gym and I just turn something on. Like, that's why I asked that, because there was a time when I would go to, like, you know, when I would do Iron Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would literally watch Kobe videos before I would go in there.
That's crazy.
I don't want to listen to music, which leads me to my next question.
Okay.
For all your games, and we music heads.
Absolutely.
You know what was like your go-to song before a game? High school first, and then we're gonna go college, and then we're gonna go NFL.
High school. Wow. You trying to jog my memory right quick.
It's one go-to all the time. For me, it was one go-to in high school for sure.
You know me in music, bro. I'm
got ADD.
but not only that, I listen to everything.
Right, but it has to be that one. It's just like, dog, it triggers something every time you hear it.
My playlist was never the same. No 2 years was the same. Literally, if we go college,
but so that's why I said we gonna go.
I can't remember that far.
No,
I can't. I really can't. If we talking high school, it was probably some 50 Cent. Being real,
it was patiently waiting.
Yeah, it was. If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. Yeah, you know. It was probably something 50 in high school. Oh no, I know it. Oh, I just remembered. It was I
have this weird one that I think it might be, but I'm not sure.
Nah, it was Jeezy and R. Kelly.
Hey,
Trap all day, play. Yeah.
Okay.
Go at yeah.
For some reason,
that's a good song.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was Money on My Mind. Wheezy.
Nah.
Carter 2.
Nah, it was for sure. It was for sure Jeezy, for sure. I was putting that absolutely.
Yeah.
Then college, the songs that stand out to me from college, it was Ty Dolla $ign, My Cabana.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. It was Ty Dolla $ign, My Cabana, and Ellie Golden Lights.
Golden Lights is hard. I ain't gonna lie. Other clients always tell me I got a weird playlist of music because I don't just listen
Hunter
to
Hayes. I can't leave my dog out.
That's country, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Hunter Hayes.
He's a great artist.
Hunter Hayes Wanted. Yeah,
Wanted?
Yeah.
People sleeping on country music. Country music is
better wake up.
You know?
Wake up.
Yeah. You need a little bit of that.
There's a lot of jazz music out there that people don't even understand how. I went to a jazz festival and that just changed my whole life.
Music is just great. Music is
life.
Is life.
Yeah.
I can tell you that from experience.
I look at music like music is a time agent. It's a time traveling agent.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. So in order for me to like get hype, I listen to certain music. And people talk about my gym playlist all the time. So in order for me to have like a good leg session, all day, old school R&B, soulful music.
That's crazy. Cause for me, I need screaming white boy music.
And that's my cardio. That's my cardio. If I'm doing cardio, I'm listening to Smashing Pumpkins, Rage Against the Machine, Nirvana. But if I'm doing legs,
I need it all. I need what? Let the bodies
hit the floor.
Let the bodies hit the. Yeah, I need a System of the Down.
Oh yeah,
I need all of that.
Yeah, all day. Yep.
I need all that. Yeah,
not for leg day for me though. For me, it's like you gotta make love to your legs.
Actually, leg day I do listen to R&B.
It depends on my mood for me.
Leg day is for sure R&B. My upper days, nah, for real, bro. I need to be calm.
That's
like when I do leg.
Well, for me,
it calms me down because I feel like if I'm too up, then I'm gonna drain myself out on what I'm doing. If it's too upbeat, and I'm gonna start moving around too much, and it's like, you got to be careful with them legs. I'm already messed up right now, but I'm saying like even yesterday when I did legs yesterday, man, I was still bumping at 11:11.
Oh boy, listen. The greatest R&B album that he has ever released, hands down.
Right. And then, Lucky Day got a new song called I Was Bumping Over.
Lucky Day's cool. I don't like that new song, though. But his second album that came out, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. But his second album that came out.
Are you talking about the single he released?
He just released a single.
Yeah, I didn't. It was yeah.
It's
It was
whatever.
It was kind of cool. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
over is hard though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what
Over.
hard.
I used to cry to that song. Like,
Why?
I used to
Why?
cry.
Why you
That
crying?
shit was like, oh my god, it's over.
Is it touching something?
Yes,
It was
man.
hitting the nerve, huh?
Yes.
Damn,
Okay,
bro.
all right.
I didn't leave the house for 3 weeks, y'all. It was tough.
Oh
She
man.
was in her feels.
Yeah.
Right? It's all right.
It's
I got out of
good.
it. Look at me now.
Here we go.
glowing and
Blim,
beautiful.
blim,
blim, blim, blim,
Shut up.
up.
It's because it originates from Music Soul Child. Music Soul Child is like my heart.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Music
yeah.
Soul
Soul
Child.
Child.
Yeah.
Now that man right there.
Dum,
But let me tell you about what time I went to music. Man.
You know, but enough of that. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, back to my questions. All right.
Hold
'Cause I
on,
was gonna
before you go
tell
that, that's what I sung for my rookie show in the NFL. They make us sing as rookies. That was my song right there.
That one right there?
Yeah, that and Can We Talk?
Tevin
Can
Campbell?
we
Yep,
talk?
Hey, that's classic right
Yeah,
there.
it was both
For a
there.
minute?
Yep,
Okay.
Yeah.
So this kind of leads to my next question
Okay.
is how do you deal with distractions in the NFL? Because we all know we don't want to talk about it, but there's a lot of distractions in the NFL.
When you say distractions, what are we
you
talking
know what
women?
we're talking about.
We talking women?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
This is everything. Well, okay, we'll break it down. If we're talking women, I'll put it like this. There was no situation that was harder for me than college. The NFL was easy for me when it came to women.
Was it because you got it all out of the way in college?
That aspect of it, but you got to think about it. When you're in college, I'm going to class with these girls. I'm going to the rec with these girls.
Mm.
I'm going to lunch. I'm on campus. I'm in the library. Everything I do,
Can that get messy?
But that's why it's distracting because you're in this element all day. You're in a fishbowl.
But I'm thinking
So it's women all around. When you're in the NFL, the only time you're seeing women is if you're going out. They're not.
they're not at the hotel waiting for you.
No,
Facilities,
that's all cap. We got police on our floor.
Oh, okay.
You're not coming to our floor.
Not at all.
You're not coming to our floor.
We can't even go to the floor. Family can't go to the
You're
floor.
not a player. You're not getting on that floor.
Nah,
so now
you
all
are
that
not.
stuff that they put in TV shows and
So
maybe back in the day it was like that. But for my generation, nah. It's as soon as you get off that elevator, it's police right there. Yeah, so all that. The NFL when it came to women was easy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
How did Antonio Brown do it? Because he got
Well, there's
girls.
a will, there's a way.
That's
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying.
AB.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, what they say? AB, he a wild boy.
Yeah,
That's what they
wild
say.
boy. No, wild boy. Nah, wild boy.
Yeah, I know.
But look, there's a way.
I got a
around
question
everything.
about him because he's so wild.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
You can get a room in a hotel that you're staying at, just not on your floor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can I can check in and then go to this other room. And once you get cool with your security, you can do whatever. They're not really checking for you like that, especially when you're a vet.
Yeah.
Vets got it way easy.
Because they're the vet. They're like the all-star, right?
Not only that, you're supposed to be this pro. You're supposed to do things the right way. But I could tell y'all stories after I played in a city with a guy. We supposed to be in a hotel on Saturday. He went out every Saturday night. Every Saturday night was in a club. But I'm dead serious.
I'm laughing because I could just imagine something like that.
Was out every Saturday night in a club, but that was his routine.
That's crazy.
You take him out of his routine, you change what he is on Sunday.
You don't want to do that.
No, you don't. So as a coaching staff, you understand your players.
Yeah.
I look at it with Phil Jackson, with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
you understand your players.
I saw that.
You understand your players, and he's a guy too.
Yep.
So he's a dog.
Yep.
So I'm not messing with him. He do what he got to do. I know he go out. He do what he do. I know what he come out. I know what he gonna put on the field on Sunday. I'm not worried about him. But it's not like that for everybody. So where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what was your biggest distraction in the NFL? If it wasn't women, what was it? Ooh, another question you never been asked, huh?
Nah.
Look at that. Ricky Lake ain't got nothing on me.
I would say my biggest distraction in the league was probably, I don't even want to say that. I ain't right.
Hey man,
this is why I asked.
You complete the fifth fast, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I understand, bro. Certain things just don't need to be answered.
This is why, in the beginning of this podcast, I said, "Let me know what you didn't want to talk about."
I don't care about you asking a question.
Okay.
I really don't. But my biggest distraction, outside of that, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna do them like that. But I would say my biggest distraction, honestly, was myself.
And that's what I was hoping you would say, because that shows accountability.
Yeah,
You know?
I was my biggest distraction. I'd say that.
Because if you allow anything outside of yourself to distract you, then that's yourself, basically. So that's a good answer. I'm proud of you for saying that.
Appreciate you.
You know, look at you. All right. So I asked about the NFL and what your distraction was. So now being where you are now in your manhood and not being in the NFL at the moment, what motivates you now?
My family, my kids. My motivation has never changed. My brothers, my sister, my mom, my dad, my kids when I had kids, they became part of that. But my family has always been my motivation.
Yeah.
And outside of them, I got a fear of failure.
Yeah.
I got a real fear of failure, of being stuck in the same place and experiencing the same things. I fear failure. I fear it.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. It haunts me.
Me too.
So that's my motivation. I don't want to sit and become what I've seen from other people and other things. You know what I'm saying?
My fear is being stagnant for too long.
Yeah.
Got to be uncomfortable sometimes, you feel like?
You got to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel the same way. Like, I know, like what I told you, I have to be challenged. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if it's work. I don't care whatever it is. For me, like, I have to be challenged because I'm so sometimes I could be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I get like that often. Like, and that's my real feelings. Sometimes I just don't care. You know what I mean? And then like, sometimes I just have to reset and like rethink like, all right, come on, Tell. Like, you got to really like come together and think like, you can't just be like that all the time in every situation. Yeah. You know, but also I don't like to worry about nothing. I'm not a worrier. I'm a warrior.
I'm not either.
I will not worry about nothing at all ever.
I am a worry wart.
Yeah, you are a worrier.
I worry about everything. I'm worried right now just for sitting here.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
wait, what?
Am I doing a good job? Am I asking the right questions?
You're doing a great job.
Of course I am.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. But
can't give everybody a compliment.
Yeah. But I'm still worried about it. You know what I mean? It's just because of how much I want this to work and succeed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm worried about how people are perceiving us. Is our target, the audience are we reaching the right audience?
Yeah.
Are they going to think me and him actually do have beef? Because
I was about to say that right now. Hey, look, hold on. There is no beef. We do this all day. We could be in a car ride and me and her are really doing this. Like, it's nothing new. We challenge, again, it goes back to the challenge. You know what I mean? We're going to make each other level up anytime, anywhere, any place. And that's just what it is. And that's been from the beginning. Yeah. I've met her. And I take nothing personal. Yeah. Even though it might sound crazy. You know what I mean? Straight up, bro. Because like, I'm going to say this because if people got to stop taking stuff so personal. Like, even though like we might say certain words, like it's between me and her, it has to be anybody. It has to be like real blatant disrespect for me to take it personal. And I'm not sensitive. I really don't be caring. I just be blowing smoke sometimes. You know what I mean?
I would say one thing about me and him, like when people are looking on the outside, looking in, do get worried about how we interact with each other.
I understand the interaction though, because he said it earlier how me and my brother Keandre are with each other.
Yeah,
you would think we hate each other the way we talk to each other.
Especially like nights. I'd be sitting like, oh, what is wrong with y'all, bro?
But I understand it. Yeah. I think y'all relationship is dope.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I think that'll show through. I think people will pick up on that.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So, what is this is a fitness podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your fitness routine now?
Crickets.
And why is
hit that cricket button, dog?
Hit the crickets.
Is there a routine? Are you staying ready for something?
No, not that.
Wrong button. Wrong button.
It's all right. It's okay.
Leave it alone.
Okay. Is there a routine? Are you staying ready for something? Do you want to go back in the NFL? What is your fitness like right now?
Fitness right now is all about getting healthy. It's all about getting my body back in tune. I'm feeling some things.
Okay.
I've been playing football for
quite some time.
10 years in the NFL, 4 years in college.
Very rare for your position.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the journey that I had, I'm a journeyman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So right now it's all about, I do yoga, I do Pilates.
Yeah.
That is my fitness right now. yoga,
awesome.
yoga and Pilates. That's it. I'm working on my core,
Yeah.
working on my flexibility, and I'm working on being mobile.
Mobility.
And mobility.
I wish I would have really grasped my mobility after having my son. Women out there, if you do not know, once you have a child, they will strip you from some cells in your body. If you do not, if you do not stretch, if you do not move your body the way, because I didn't move for 10 years.
Oh.
I didn't.
But that's more so why though. I mean,
No,
just
but
think if you
I
would've
just
picked
want
the-
people out there that are doing the same
Yeah.
thing to not do that shit.
But
Yeah.
not even just to kids. Like my cousin Andre played in the NBA, 16, 17 years?
Yeah.
And when he retired, he just sat
Didn't
still.
move.
He didn't
Yeah.
move, and he's
Yeah.
paying for it. So I think that
Yeah.
just speaks to
Move.
our bodies are meant to move.
Yes.
And once you become stagnant and
Yes.
you sit still, you lose anything. You lose everything.
That's where my fear of stagnicity, if that's even a word.
I don't know if it is, but I like it.
Thank you.
Stagnicity.
But listen, like I went from training like a professional fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Running 10 miles a day,
Oh yeah, you
Doing
can't do
two-
that. You
two
can't
drills.
stop.
having a child, not knowing how to balance being an
Yeah.
athlete and being a mom. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to balance that. So then I just sat.
Yeah.
And that was the worst thing that
Yeah.
that I could have ever done. Luckily, I woke up from that,
Mhm.
you know,
Some
and
people
I
never
moved.
do.
You know, these 2 weeks that I've been sick, not moving my body is killing
You feeling
me.
it.
feel
You
off.
feeling it.
I feel like I'm getting broken up with again. I'm about to go listen to some R&B albums and cry in my
The
room.
relationship thing.
But
yeah.
this time I'm not sitting in my house for 3 weeks. I'm gonna get out.
Hey,
Get
no, but that's just to, cap off that is like, I tell people all the time, like, dude, like you cannot just, you can't
No.
sit, bro.
No.
Like, I don't want to bring that situation up, but there's been plenty of times I've been sat down.
Yeah,
yeah.
forcefully.
I don't want to go into detail
Yeah.
about why,
Yeah.
but there's been plenty of times that I've been sat down, and I one thing about me is like, for one, my support system ain't gonna let me sit down.
Right.
They ain't gonna let me sit down, but I'm not gonna let me sit down, and so.
Man, my support system ain't shit. They let me sit down for 10
Hey, don't
years.
say that. What is
10
wrong with-
years.
Well,
Where the fuck were y'all at?
hey man,
Yeah. Huh?
Watching me
like,
eat my life away. That's fucked up.
hey, mija.
I'm mad.
They
That's a whole
was
podcast
they was hitting you with
episode.
that mija.
I'm gonna have my whole family appear.
Mija, but this is for you. That was they was hitting you with that one.
No,
You're fine, mija.
no,
They weren't hitting you with that.
no.
They had to be if they telling you that,
They was-
making
they-
it okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna leave it alone.
No.
Sensitive subject.
That's a whole podcast episode.
Okay.
Damn.
All
All
I'm
right,
gonna have
well,
I'm gonna have my whole family appear. I got questions.
Okay. Right.
Hey, you don't let nobody sit down for 10 years. I would
Nah,
never.
No,
you
you
don't.
don't. You don't.
No.
And that's wrong in itself. But you want to know something though? That's a generational thing for a lot of people.
It is.
And I hate to say it like this, but that's a cultural thing for a lot of people too. You know what I mean? And just me understanding, knowing the both sides of the fence, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
You look at our family. Our family don't outside of our immediate family.
Nah, we don't get down like that.
They don't. They're not out there moving around. They're not doing none of that. So it's really fitness in itself is really a mindset.
It really is.
It's not everybody's not cut for this.
Nope.
Everybody's not built for this, and everybody won't get into this. They'll get a taste of this and run.
Right.
Yeah. I always say, hey, it's for everybody, but it's not
It's
for
not for
everybody.
everybody.
Like,
Yep.
I always say that.
Real talk. It's for everybody, and everybody should do it,
Yeah.
but most don't.
But that
Nah, you know.
willpower is not in everybody.
No.
That's
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I woke up and I was able to move my body, and that's something. If you ask my son, that's the first thing he knows that I'm gonna say. You gonna move this body today.
Mhm. Get that thing moving.
tell him like that.
Get
Yep.
that thing
You gonna hit him with-
moving.
You moving this body today,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he goes out there and he moves that body.
There we go.
Yeah. You got to,
Shoot.
man. I got on my oldest about that because she's not doing any activities at school. And I said, you know what? You got an option right now. I'm gonna pick a sport for you, and she's 16.
Yeah.
She know what I'm gonna do if I pick a sport.
Right.
And so I said, or you better get in the gym.
Yeah.
Nah,
Track.
I put her in
Softball?
softball. She hates it,
Yeah. Softball got fun in high school. Softball was fun.
but she's doing something. But she hates softball for some odd reason, and so she know I'm not gonna play about it. I told her, I said, look, check it. You got something to do. So lately, she been in the
getting to
gym.
it. There we
Yeah,
go.
she been getting to it.
There we go.
You gotta move that
Yeah.
body.
And she got daddy genetics, so she can get big if she sit down.
Luckily, Luckily, my son his face looks just like me, but he has his dad's body genes. But he still has my genes in there. So I have to let him know, like, you're half black, but you're also half Mexican. So if you sit down
What does that mean?
I'm about to say the same thing.
Let me bring this mic closer. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Don't do your boy like that.
No,
don't do Joseph.
No.
But I know you're being honest. But
I'm just being honest. My son's father is very athletic, 6-pack, all that stuff. Look, he got that side of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also has my genes, which is ass. My son has ass, and he has legs, like not thick ass legs, but he has that portion of me that if he just eats and eats and eats,
sometimes
it's gonna keep growing.
Vanessa, I'm gonna just say this real quick. Sometimes
you asked me.
No, but listen, just for a quick second. Sometimes you just say some things, and I just like,
said your son
is built like a woman.
No.
But you said he had that thing behind him.
No. He has an athletic body.
Okay, there
below.
we go. There we go.
If you look at baseball players, if you look at football players, they have nice formed legs.
It's the way that you said it now. The way you said it now.
Let's edit that part out because my son does not have ass. All right.
It's the way you said it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the words you use, and it kind of sounded kind of like.
When I started this podcast, I said I'm going to say what I say, how I say it, and I am who I am.
Let her live. Me and you.
I'm trying to let her son live.
No, but yes, my son has an athletic lower portion of his body. All right. And I have to tell him that because he gets discouraged. Like, why do I look like this? Right. And I'm like, dude, baseball players, Major League Baseball players, all have beautiful
But
say
this.
Don't let us stop you.
Lower portions of their body. They have nice built lower portions of their body.
But let's be. So this is, and I'm speaking from.
Am I lying though?
No,
not at all.
But when we first met, like, I remember we would have discussions about before I even started training Joseph, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing you told me before, he never had played football.
Never.
So he only played baseball, and so he played baseball for the most part of his life, correct?
And flag football, not tackle.
Right. So with that particular sport, he's not moving around like he is moving around now.
Yeah.
And so now, from me knowing him playing baseball, and then when I first met him versus him playing ball, I could see a total difference within his body. And so once he stays in that and keeps doing that, and he becomes a teenager, his body's going to start to switch up.
His body will
change for
sure. He's definitely taken a whole he's done a whole 360. He went from like not wanting to work out and not wanting to do things to now he's like, am I going to practice today? Is 7-on-7 starting yet? And I'm like, oh shoot, this is a whole different kid.
The switch is flipping.
Showing up to, asking me like, when am I going to, he's mad at you, by the way. But when am I going to...
How'd I catch a stray?
I caught a stray too.
When am I going to go train with Mega? When am I going to go train with Mega? Because his football friends are going to train with him.
How did I catch a stray?
Let me tell you what y'all did.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but that ain't my fault. It just happened to happen that day. You know how you pop up on me sometimes?
Yeah.
And people be inside the spot?
Yeah.
I happened to be on my phone on Instagram, and next thing you know, my son is booed up on me because he loves his mother, right?
Uh-huh.
And so we're snuggling, and I'm on Instagram, and he sees you with his teammate Ezekiel.
This?
It was a couple weeks back.
Yeah. So his dad had made a video shouting you out.
Yeah. And so why did I catch a stray?
He said,
I was an innocent bystander. But it's true what they say. Bullets ain't got no names.
They sure don't. He said, Mom, why didn't they invite me to go say hi to my NFL friend? And I said, son, I think he forgot about you. And now he doesn't want to talk to you ever again.
That is
no.
Just kidding. I didn't say it was one of them days he just happened to pop up on me.
Yeah.
And pretty much, Zeke and his dad was there. And but to be honest, that kid already knew him from the camp you did at Valley View.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
so
that was
really he knew me before, baby boy.
You want me to show him this podcast? Is that what you want?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Because at Christmas, when we went to your mom's house at Christmas, he's like, why didn't my NFL friend sit down and watch football with me?
Hey, bro, I think she put a lot of icing on his cake.
No,
I'm
adding a whole lot of ingredients, and I don't think
too much sauce on the tacos.
Right, take the sauce off.
Take too much sauce. That's what I tell people. Too much sauce on the tacos.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you good.
Too much sauce on the tacos. That's funny. This is my second to last question. All right.
Okay.
So you have three Super Bowl rings.
Yep, sure do.
I really want to ask so
Just ask it. Just
Have you
ask it.
ever thought of like pawning one of them?
Nah, absolutely not. One.
Would you ever not pawning it, but like selling it? Like
nah, because here's the thing. I'm gonna have to fight somebody in order to do that. And I don't want those hands.
Nah.
Do you know anybody?
I'm talking about Gary Barner. I wish I would say,
Do you
I'm
know
about to
anybody
cough up one of these rings. Yeah, I know.
that has given up their rings.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How does that feel as a brotherhood? Do you feel like, damn, that's shameful? Like, why would you do that?
Nah, for me, I'm like, all right, you're an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
You're a dummy.
True enough.
Yeah.
Flat
Yeah.
out. You giving up, that's legacy you just gave
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you can't do that.
That's like me giving up my sorority pins. I would never.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For me, like when I won my first one, only 51 teams prior to us had ever won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you about to cough this up? Boy,
Did you
sick.
cry?
It's a live it was on live television.
Hold on. So just to
Cried like a baby.
Yeah, he did cry.
Yeah.
It was
I would-
on,
yeah,
it was
I would
on
cry
the-
too.
It was an ugly
would cry.
cry
It
too.
was
It wasn't
crazy.
just.
I would cry too.
It wasn't just a couple. It was ugly.
I would cry too. Yeah.
Ugly.
Snot nose and
I
everything.
got a
Yeah.
question though, that I've never asked you either.
Can't
You know,
believe
within the
that.
last
Hell
couple
no,
of
I
years. So
pawned
we
my
got
ring.
so we got 3 rings in the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And so my question is, who was your favorite? Which team did you enjoy winning the bowl with the most?
Ooh.
Philly. That's like.
I just gotta ask.
Over
That-
Tom Brady?
Hold on, that don't
Fun
mean
fact,
nothing.
Tom has something to do with all 3 rings.
Oh.
True enough.
Is it because you beat him?
Beat him in Philly.
Yep.
One with them
Yeah.
in New England, one with them in Tampa. So Tom is tied to all 3 of my rings. But all my rings mean something different to me. But Philly, obviously, that's my first Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
But that's the city that I spent the most time in. So I really got to know the
Yeah.
community.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I really got a feel for that community. And when we won that Super Bowl, when we got back, I'm in an Uber ride. I wish I could remember Buddy's name. He's driving and he realizes who I am. He starts crying. He's like, man, he was like, I'm an Eagle fan because my dad passed away. My dad's dying wish was whenever the Eagles ever win a Super Bowl, spread my ashes on Broad Street. Like that fan base is deep. It's entrenched in their blood. So
They crazy.
that just
Cowboy
meant,
fans are too.
yeah,
It's really-
that ring meant the most, like by far.
How was it working with Tom Brady?
It was dope. Tom's a dope.
What's he like for real? Is he really the way he is?
As far as like his diet and all of that stuff.
No, as far as a person, he seems like he's like a goody two shoes and stuff. But is he like? Does he like? Exactly. No,
No, Tom's goofy.
I can see that.
Tom's goofy.
I can see that.
I got the opportunity to see 2 different versions of Tom.
Yeah.
I got to see New England Tom and I got to see Tampa Tom.
Right.
But where I seen Tom actually be goofy was in New England with Julian Edelman.
Okay.
Like they were goofy in the locker room.
That's
like
awesome.
playful. But he's a normal cat. You know what I'm saying? Obviously he's who he is. He's about his business.
Does he smell like money?
He looked like money.
He does. There's something about
like
like
money and rings.
right?
Yeah.
It's like the skin glows a little different.
It just hit different.
It just does.
It's just something different. Nah, but Tom dope. Tom's a
Yeah.
regular dude. You know what I'm saying? He have conversation with you, talk to you, chop it
That's
up with
good.
you. So yeah, I got nothing but love. Shout out to TB12. He was actually when I signed to New England. I'm in the locker room at probably 6:00. They had me get in there. And so I'm sitting in the locker room by myself. He walks up to me. He goes, "Hey, babe."
Oh,
For real, that's how he talks.
yeah.
Yeah.
"Hey, babe, I'm Tom Brady."
Yeah.
I said, "What? I know who you are."
You have to announce yourself,
I know exactly who you
That's
are.
funny.
But that's what, Tom's just a normal, down-to-earth human
Yeah.
being. Tom's a good dude. I got nothing but love for Tom. Shout out to TB12.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Go ahead, say his name. He ain't Voldemort.
He's Baltimore. Shout out to Tom Brady. All right, but back
That was
to
painful.
my Cowboys.
Okay, talk to me.
How was it playing against my Cowboys? Was it everything you've ever dreamed of? Because I feel like it would be. Was it tougher than you thought? Was it
When
easier?
you say dreams, what's your definition of a dream?
Meaning, when I envision myself, fun facts. All right. When I was 8 years old, I used to tell people I was going to be a cowboy.
Okay.
I wanted to be a quarterback
Okay.
because I had 2 older brothers that I followed everywhere. And I was a big old tomboy.
Uh-huh.
And so I could have sworn I was going to be the first female
Yeah.
quarterback on the
I
Cowboys.
love that. Didn't quite work out.
Didn't work out. You know, once I became knowledgeable of being a girl, because I didn't hang out with my 2 older brothers all the time. I realized I want to be a ballerina.
Okay.
And so took a little twist, right? But when I think about playing against America's team, I think that it brings like some kind of joy, right? Like to your heart when you played against on that field.
I'm gonna tell you what brought me joy.
Beating them?
When the very first time I played in the stadium, I envisioned Terrell Owens scoring that touchdown, sprinting from the end zone to the 50-yard line, getting on that star. I grew up a 49er fan, so that was the excitement for me. Like, even though it wasn't that stadium, but that's what I envisioned.
Okay.
So yeah, it wasn't. By the time I got to the league, I hated the Cowboys, and I hated the Cowboys because of Cowboy fans.
What did we ever do to you?
They're delusional.
I am not.
No, you're not. It's very few out there that aren't delusional.
Right.
But everybody else, oh yeah, this is our year. We're winning this year. We're
They just
Super Bowl.
don't.
You're not getting past the first round.
See, I'm a statistic person.
If you make it.
I like statistics. I like analytics. I'm a numbers.
I don't
so
like
when
that.
I
don't do that.
When I see certain things not adding up on paper,
you're like,
I am
nah,
able
it's
to
not
be
working
like,
out.
nah, they're not going to the Super Bowl. Because this right here tells me
Okay,
otherwise.
so before we had Jerry Jones crying on national television.
Oh man.
Tell me what you seen that told you that they weren't gonna win. And then I'm gonna tell you what I
Because
seen.
we have Dak Prescott. He's not going to take us to the Super Bowl.
Whack Prescott.
Dak Prescott's not going to take us to the Super Bowl.
He's not whack.
He's not. He's
not whack.
Well, first of all,
he's not whack.
Anybody
He's not
who
whack.
is a professional quarterback is a good quarterback.
That's like, see, here's the thing. When fans be like, oh, he's weak, he's trash.
No.
NBA, NFL.
Yeah.
The worst cat on that roster, on the NBA roster, will go in any other league and drop 50.
Okay.
There's not a white. There's absolutely trash people in the NFL.
Really?
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest.
So how did they get there? By luck? By chance?
Nah, like there's a lot of politics that go into it.
Very much so.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? There's politics that play a part. And people look at analytics. They look at numbers.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
Oh, this guy's gonna be great. He ran a 4.40. He bench pressed
I
225.
don't look at it that way though. I don't look at it that way.
Exactly, because when you see some of these dudes and they get, for instance, when I went to the combine, there was a cat from Auburn. I think he ran like a 4.2 140. He ran something stupid. They're like, oh, he's gonna be great. This is what you hear. Kind of be, oh yeah, he's gonna be a guy. We get to actual skill drills, and he's trash.
Yeah.
He's awful. I'm like, what? But then there's guys that just there's guys that are lucky to be in an NFL uniform, and I think they know they're lucky to be in an NFL uniform. There's some trash football players in the NFL.
I can relate that to boxing.
I'll be real.
I can relate that to boxing because there's so many people that look good doing mitts, but you go in the ring and you spar with somebody, you don't know how to do one thing.
You put them pads on and start click-clacking out there, boy.
Right?
A whole different person. We should say that in 707.
That's
Like, okay,
what-
cool. We should put on the pads.
I'm like, I don't really care about your mitt videos, to be honest with you. I mean, I got some cool mitt videos,
Show
but
me
guess
what?
what?
You're doing when it's live.
Show me your sparring videos.
Yeah,
show me
show
what
me.
you look like when you're actually in the ring against somebody who's hitting you back. Because at this point, you ain't doing nothing but doing conditioning. And so, I get that.
They got a saying in the league: don't nobody make the team in shorts and caps.
Right?
No, put them pads on. Put them pads on. Let me see you.
Were you ever scared?
What?
Every game.
I don't know.
No.
Not every game?
Nah.
I was scared every time I got in the ring.
Ironically enough, the biggest game of my career, I wasn't nervous. Super Bowl when I played for Philly, I was not nervous at all.
It's like
I could understand that.
I didn't understand it because I was nervous every game before that, but to like actually like fearful, not fearful of another man. I was just like my first game, first preseason game. We're playing the Chicago Bears. I'm like, damn. I'm looking on the other side of the field. I'm seeing guys that I've been watching. I'm like, well, I hate to get hit by him.
Right?
I seen what he do. I don't want to get hit by him. But After that, no, I was never fearful. I get nervous before every game.
Yeah, I used to get nervous before a fight.
I was nervous.
Every time I sparred, I would go straight to the bathroom. Like,
you gotta go to the bathroom
Straight.
and drop them nervous kids off. Gotta get them nervous kids up out you.
I got a question. Just because, again, something I've never asked you.
Okay. I like these questions. I do.
You know, this goes to an injury.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about the neck injury.
Okay.
Against Washington, right?
Okay.
So how did you deal with that going back into that? Because I know this is a different place to get.
So with that, it was different though. Because anytime you having a doctor telling you like we're gonna medically retire you.
What?
Like you're
that's why I'm asking the question.
So it was
that's scary.
Yeah, it was. The whole situation was scary being real. Because I couldn't remember anything. Like literally, I couldn't remember nothing. I was in the hospital for a week and I couldn't remember anything. Like I didn't even know why I was in the hospital.
That's scary.
The only reason I knew I was in the hospital because my boy LaMichael had came and see me and we were so goofy together. He walks in and was like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." You want to see what happened? But nah, like I'm in the hospital. I couldn't remember anything. Like I get out the hospital and I'm like, "Hey, why didn't y'all come see me in the hospital?" We did. When? I remembered my same core, Tufa, Salih, and Sham were really the only ones that I remember, and Mike being at the hospital. So it was scary. It was scary for me because for the first time in my life, I'm like, my brain don't work right. Like my brain it's not registering. Like you could tell me something. You could come in a room and you could tell me, hey, remember dog and cat. You could go out the room, close the door, come right back in. Hey, what'd I just tell you? I didn't see you. You weren't in here. So it was scary to the point of like, I didn't know if I would ever be the same. I didn't know if my memory would ever come back. So that was a very, I'm not gonna lie, that was a very scary time. Even now. Yeah, bro. Like, it was bad. Like, they were going to medically retire me.
That's crazy, bro. I didn't know it was that bad.
Shout out to Dr. Skaggs. I'm forever grateful to Dr. Skaggs for sitting and listening to me. And I'm about to get emotional. For real, because you just think about it, it could have been over. So, yeah.
Tough one.
It is. Because that decision could have completely altered my life. So I'm forever grateful to Dr. Skaggs. I don't know where I'm looking, but to Dr. Skaggs, man, I'm forever grateful to you for listening to a 19, 20-year-old kid and him pleading in your office for you to give me a shot at continuing my football career because you had all the power in the world to sit me down and completely change my life, because without you making that decision, I wouldn't be sitting where I'm sitting and have accomplished the things that I've accomplished. So to Dr. Skaggs, I say thank you, man. So yeah, that was scary. And I ain't really kind of sat back and reflected on that. Yeah, that was scary, bro. That was scary. So to answer your question, actually, I didn't have no fear coming back. I didn't. Because I had sat down for a month, but I was antsy.
That's a gene we have.
Yeah.
That's a gene we have. Yeah, but you know, different situations, but that's a gene we have.
But nah, I didn't have no fear. Like I'm begging, like put me in the game.
Get to
it. Give me the rock. Like, let me go. And it was crazy to think about. The only thing I didn't want to do, and the agreement for me to continue playing, I couldn't play special teams. And I was fine with that. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. I don't want to run down on kickoff. No. So yeah.
My son's the opposite. He's like, put me on special teams, please.
Listen. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
No, kick return, punt return is that's a little bit different.
Suicide bombers.
Yeah.
You're
kamikaze.
Yeah.
Is that why he likes it? I don't know.
Yeah, them special team cats are different.
Yeah.
Them special team cats are different.
I don't think my son realizes that. I think he thinks
he
it's
gonna
just
find
like
out.
jogging
Nah,
and
he
like.
gonna find out.
When he get older, he gonna see.
He gonna find
Yeah.
out. Listen, we had a cat named Avery Patterson on Oregon. Avery was about 5'7", 5'8", maybe. Avery was so little. Avery was running down there cracking skulls.
Yeah.
And enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. Them special team cats are different.
Because you want to know what happens on special teams? That speed builds up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so it's literally just like a straight torpedo, just straight shot. Bow, like
cats like Brian Brayman. Boy, listen.
That's what I used to tell. That's what I tell my son is like, this is your ability to actually like crack somebody. You better get to work.
But you got to be able to build up that speed.
They always put him in the first.
It ain't even
they
the
always put him in the
speed.
first line,
bro.
It's not the speed, bro. Brandon Graham played the 3 on kickoff.
Yeah.
Brandon is slow.
Yeah.
BG is slow.
Mm-hmm.
Getting BG way.
Well, he a big dude too, though.
Getting BG way. I promise you won't remember. You won't remember why you was on that field.
But he a big dude though.
He is.
Well, he about what, like 270? 280?
BG, he big, yeah. And he's solid too. He like you. He's solid. BG, big, solid, and thick.
You ain't call him. Don't.
I'm glad I'm not the only one doing it. That makes me feel so much better.
This special team cat's different though.
They are for sure. That's why it's called special teams.
Yeah.
My last question is I want to open the question to you. I want you to ask us some questions that you've been wanting. Maybe you had questions for your brother that you've never asked him before. You don't know me. This is like the first time we've actually ever sat down and spoke to each other. Mm-hmm. You know, we see each other in passing, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So feel free to ask me questions if you want to know something about me. I want this to be an open forum for you now to ask questions.
Okay, that's different.
Isn't it? See,
is.
let's shout me out for a second.
You know what we're gonna have to do with this episode?
Cut it into 3 people.
Probably two episodes.
That's fine.
Probably,
yeah.
I could keep going forever, but
we could. There's a lot we could say, but
I know
we gotta,
I know. Well, open forum.
Go ahead, run it. It's your time, bro.
That's crazy. That
your
is
time
different.
To shine.
Wow, y'all should have told me that before. I needed to be later. Yeah, I need to be prepared for that.
You're a fast thinker, bro.
I am.
You're very intelligent.
But I'm gonna start over here.
Yeah, no, go for it, please.
Yeah, but what's to up? You, and this is not gonna be light.
You know, he get the longest answers too. Make sure it's a good question.
Gary Barner is our father.
Yeah.
Okay. Gary Barner's a talker. Okay. So we all got that.
Mm-hmm.
But to you, my brother, okay, what is your motivation in life outside of your kids?
Really? To live, bro.
Yeah.
To live. Like, honestly, like.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, to live, because I've, and that changed over time. Like, if you'd asked me this question probably 7 years ago, it wouldn't be the same answer.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd asked me this 10 years ago, it wouldn't be the same answer. But today, right now,
the way you lived your life
is to live. And so I've been through so much, like, you know what I mean? Like, and, things that I've been through.
Yeah.
And so, like, now it's like to live. But outside of my kids, it's like to really just be like, make sure that I'm creating footsteps that my kids can actually like walk behind, you know what I mean? And to live in those footsteps and like really like make sure that they set and make sure that, I created a path that they can say, you know what? My dad did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
like that. And then
that was beautiful.
I've watched can I ask him one more?
That was beautiful. Yeah, open forum for you. You're the host now.
I've been your brother my entire life.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've had the luxury of being the baby in the family of always sitting back, watching and observing. Mm-hmm. And I've watched you your entire life. And so I've seen your growth. I've seen you mature. I've seen you mature as a father. I've seen you mature in every way. So my next question to you is, when you look in the mirror, do you like the man that's looking back?
That's a good one. As a human being, not every day.
And I think that's the best answer you could give.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm gonna tell you why though. We all have our moments, bro.
Yeah.
And there's times where I feel not like physically ugly, but like mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like, damn, bro, like I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Like sometimes. And I'm not a person who really questions myself. I'm not a thinker, I'm a doer. But there's times where like sometimes I get up and I just think to myself like, dog, like what's the next move? Like, why are you doing this or why are you doing that? But you know what I tell myself every time I do that? And this is almost every day, bro. This is crazy you asked me this question. Because I literally have talks to myself in the morning when I'm getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this one thing, you know who you are. Every time. So like I never really like don't feel like the person that I am today is gonna be the same person tomorrow or a week from now or a month from now. That changes every day.
Who are you?
Ooh.
I'm Martell. And you want me to explain that?
Who is Martell?
Martell is he's a man of like just he making me really about to answer.
Yeah, you gave me the floor.
No, look,
Yeah.
no, for sure. Like Martell is a man of I demand greatness of myself. I'm a man of like determination. You know what I'm saying? A man of determination, and I'm a man of like obviously God too. Like you know what I mean. So a lot of times I don't walk a perfect path, but you know what I'm saying. I still know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's never gonna change. Like the person you know is exactly who I am.
Yeah.
Not every time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because like if you like you say you know me, like there's sometimes like for instance, like me and you have had like our conversations where they may go left,
Absolutely.
but that don't mean that I've changed or in a situation or I'm trying to be this or trying to be that. It's just like I'm in my moment right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that don't change nothing as far as like who I am to you or who I am to them. Like you feel what I'm saying? So definitely, bro. Like one thing about me is I know who I am.
Yeah.
And it's never gonna change. And I'm just looking to evolve every day and just grow into greatness every day. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. Like I don't, you know what's crazy? Like I don't expect, I don't put too much pressure on myself. I think a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that, again, like life is short.
It is.
And not every time we gonna make that situation that we want ourselves to be complete at the end of the day or the end of the week or the end of the month or the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's some things we're gonna miss.
Yeah.
And you gotta be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm gonna go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be me.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I love that. I like it. And to you, Miss V.
No more G.
Excuse me. You've clearly been through a lot of things in your life.
Clearly?
Clearly.
Damn. You see it on my face? It's all right.
Listen,
I wear it proudly.
I'm observant.
Okay.
I'm very observant. I listen very well.
Mm.
People don't think I do, but I listen well. And I hear your answers. I hear some of the things you said tonight. So you went through some things.
Yeah.
You went through some things. If you could look back 5, 10, 15 years from now, what would you tell that woman, that little girl that was going through those things? What would you tell her?
She gonna cry in the car.
No, I'm not.
Look, I just almost,
Hey, it's all right,
I just almost cried. It's okay.
I'm messing with you.
I got teary-eyed when you asked me that question.
Yeah.
Could be allergies though.
No, it's not.
No, I would tell her that she is enough.
Mm.
And no matter what the world tries to tell her and the people that shouldn't have been around her try to tell her that she's definitely enough.
Mm.
And she's always been enough.
What is enough?
Me being my authentic self is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Me not having to be something that I wasn't to make somebody else happy.
Yeah.
Me being, genuinely in my center.
Mm-hmm.
And being okay with saying that I'm a worry or wart,
Mm-hmm.
and not feeling ashamed of that.
Mm-hmm.
Me being okay knowing that I didn't move for 10 years, and being okay saying that to you
Mm-hmm.
without feeling fear of judgment. That's enough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, and then I have another one, and all these are deep questions.
Yeah, I like deep questions.
Okay, I love it. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but
like a baby Montel. You got the grown Montel and the baby Montel.
Hey, what is wrong with it?
Life is short.
It sure is.
If life was to end today, would you be happy with the parent that you are to your son?
No.
So what would you want to change?
I want to show him that life is more than what it is right now.
Mm.
And I don't know if that will ever be possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if every day I wake up and I have to be better and show him that life can be better every single day, then I can see myself feeling like a worthy parent. But I don't think I will ever feel like a worthy parent.
Why? Yeah.
Because I don't think that I don't think it's, how do I explain this? I feel like in order for me to continuously want to be better, nothing will ever be good enough.
To him or you?
To me. He asked me, like, do I feel like,
right.
No, I don't think I will ever feel like I'm.
To your son, though? You don't feel like
No.
you'll ever be good? Really?
Because every day I choose to be better. Every single day I choose to be better. So I will never be satisfied.
I can't hear that. I can understand that.
I don't know if that's the answer you wanted to hear, but that's
my
not,
truth.
It's
not about the answer that I want to hear. It's the answer.
It's your answer.
Yeah, it's
That's
my
your
truth.
answer.
I don't believe that.
I can understand
I'll
it.
ever be
Breaking it down in
satisfied.
my head right now, I can kind of understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my last question would be to both of you. Outside of the fitness, what is your purpose for this?
I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
For this podcast,
Yeah.
To just reach people and just give them our insight and what goes on in our daily lives and ask and get their views on what goes on in their daily life when it pertains to fitness, when it comes to like, understanding like what life is about as far as like fitness and everything like that, and how can we help you as with my experience of what I've done in fitness and stuff like that, because I feel like what we're doing is, yes, it's a fitness podcast based, but guess what? There's so many things that actually come into fitness, like fashion, music, sports. There's so many things that kind of like run
nutrition, everything
that goes right back into fitness. So when those people are out there, that are having these things go on in their lives or whatever, rather it's on Instagram or rather it's on TikTok or Facebook or whatever other social media outlet, there's always going to be different people with different things going on.
Okay.
And so for me, it's just like I want to touch bases with them as any way that I possibly can to kind of just get their understanding and give them our understanding on what's going on and how can we be better and evolve, rather it's for real general health. Yeah. Not to be the biggest, best bodybuilder, not to be the best athlete, not to be any of those things, but to be healthy. Because we're in a state right now, and this is crazy because we talked about this, like, we've talked about this. Food is messed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like we're trying to do our best to go outside, go work out, be active. And then what's the one thing that actually gets your gas, fills your tank up?
Food.
Nutrition.
Nutrition.
So as a, I don't want to go into the politics and to the other things that goes into this.
We talk about it, we know.
But it's like, dog, like, it's like you trying to do something and somehow, some way, there's just this big old ball in your way. Yeah. You cannot move it because you're not in control of that.
Yeah.
But guess what you have to do every day? Survive.
Yep.
So it's like, dog, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's my reasoning. I don't know if I covered anybody else's reasoning, but that's definitely my reasoning for this for
you
sure.
Want people to be the best versions of themselves.
Definitely, bro.
Feel that.
In any type of way possible.
I think I spoke on it on the first episode where it's like I really want to reach people with mental issues because when it pertains to fitness, it helped me. It didn't heal me, but it helped me with my mental stuff that I have going on.
That's good right there.
And then also spiritually, right? Like if I wasn't so spiritual, I wouldn't be able to have the strength to get up and move my body every day. And just to really reach men and women out there that struggle just to live.
Yeah.
So that's my purpose.
I love that.
Thanks.
That was dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I think those are some good questions.
Guess what, though?
Myself.
Guess what?
What?
It's time.
It's mega time.
We out, yo.